Yoga is a path of liberation. Liberation means to be free from all that holds us bound. Up to a point, we survive with the help of the monkey mind, the restless mind that jumps from one thing to another, and we put our trust there. But if we truly trusted that monkey mind, we would not be concerned with spiritual life at all. Something within us knows there is more. So this is the interesting part. What is that something within us that knows more? Because there's always the doubting mind and the questioning mind, but there's that part of us that prompts us and leads us forward. So Swami Radha, she calls this place the hidden place of the mind. And the metaphor she uses for this is the sun and the moon. In the Easter teachings, mind is sometimes compared to the moon that has no light of its own, and the source of infinite wisdom is compared to the sun. The mind, like the moon, can reflect light, but the reflection is only visible at certain times. When we understand that mind can reflect light, the practice of reflection, looking deeply within ourselves and asking important questions, such as who am I and what is the purpose of my life, will slowly reveal to us the way. Looking into the mirror of the mind as into a clear mountain lake, ask, what am I reflecting? There is a central place in the mind, symbolically the center of the moon, a place so hidden it is rarely discovered, a place where divine wisdom and light are absorbed. This hidden place of the mind is the heart of reflected knowledge, the vessel of immortal nectar, the seat of enlightened consciousness. You are approaching the divine in yourself, your own essence. The light in us is like a little grain of rice, not all of the rice in the world, but it gives us a taste. It is like a drop from the ocean, not all of the ocean, but in that drop are the same combination of elements as in the whole. Our consciousness is like a drop of cosmic consciousness. As human beings, we have a desire to return to the source, to the ocean of light. Each of us travels by different means. The vehicle is of our own making, fired by desire, fired by illusions, fired by a powerful determination to find out, to know, to get there. So we have to use everything we have to get there. And that's what I saw. It's interesting to work with someone like Swami Radha. I was around her here in Spokane for a number of years. And she would emanate the light. And she would have this strong determination to be in the light and to encourage other people to be in the light. So it kind of takes everything we have to get there. And I think that's so relevant. It's like being sustainable within our own selves. So we don't have to throw stuff out. We just have to learn how to use it properly. And she said, so tools like visualizing the light, using our dreams, chanting mantra, calming the mind through meditation, through breath, through practice, these are all the ways, these are the tools that can lead us back to that source of light within ourselves. We don't have to create something that's not already there. Just uncover. Just like get rid of the veils that cover the light that's there. So this is a very encouraging philosophy. It's not like that we're so bad. It's like we're so good, but we've hidden our goodness from ourselves. And our job is to uncover it and let that light shine. So in one of the classes that I was teaching a while ago, people recognized, yeah, I have a lot of love in me, but I don't show it. And I said, well, why? And they said, well, I'm scared. It's so precious that I don't want to become vulnerable and then be hurt. But if everybody walks around protecting the light and love that they have, then it's like we're all walking around with this hidden treasure that we don't want to share. So how can we begin to build that trust and begin to see the light in each other and encourage it to come forward in ourselves and encourage it to come out in the people that surround us. So at the end of her life, and her life actually ended here in Spokane, she passed away here quite peacefully. She had completed her work, and her death, her passing into light, was a teaching in itself for me and for the people who were around her. Because it was a life that had been so fully lived and so dedicated, a life that she said she had no regrets. When you can come to the end of your life and say, I have no regrets, something has been resolved. You've done what you've come for, and at that point you can let go. So this is, I feel that the book is such a gift, and her life was such a gift, and that there's such an integrity in it, that her last writings were about dissolving into light, leaving form, and returning back to the light. But we each are moving toward that. So again, it's building the light within ourselves, coming back to doing what we came here to do and asking ourselves what that is, discovering what are the obstacles to the light, what prevents the light from shining. And this is a very major part of the teachings, is the personal reflection. Because if we're all these magnificent sources of light, then what is it in us? What prevents the light from shining? So it can be fear, can be self-absorption, can be selfishness, can be greed. And then we have to deal with those things in some way. We have to recognize those patterns in ourselves. If we want to be free, we don't have to do it. It's totally our choice.